Last track, Super Bowl featuring Juicy J and Sauce Walker. Let's get it.
Play me some Pippin, man.
I don't know what to expect with this Juicy J joint, bro. You love that Memphis shit, but
Juicy say, he be like, shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up.
Big rings, two of those. Super Bowl, yeah.
Two of those, Super Bowl, a lot of hoes.
Big 40 nigga play with me.
Big 40 nigga play with me. Feel like I'm on LC.
Still winning what they hate to see. Yeah. Got the 40 on the stage with me. Never lack a nigga wait and see. Never lack a nigga play and see.
Lacking nigga playing C. Oh, we go with the fucking Barney bars, bro. Why? Bro, how you gonna end the album off with some Barney ass bars, bro? You should just put this in like the middle, the fucking midway, beginning. Like, you should just end it off with "Won't He Do It," bro? Like, what's up with this Super Bowl shit? Now I gotta sit here and mosey my way through this.
Take all that, I'ma take off, I'm finna blast. Play my tape for them and they say no, the niggas spaz. Got spade pouring in the glass. All my bitches ratchet, they like drinking out the bottle.
No. Alright, I'm good. Look, I'm good. Alright, I'm good. This is poor execution of KD. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like KD was a better execution on this because he's actually talking about stuff subject matter wise. Talking about how he's never even really dropped the album, but he's still making 400K. You know what I'm saying? But on this, it's just Barney bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mess with the Barney bars from Conway. You know what I'm saying? You're a lot better than that. You can do a lot better than that. KD was a perfect execution of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more of a trap beat. But at the same time, he took advantage of that trap beat itself. So I think it was a lost cause with this track that's right here. Either take it out the album or put it somewhere else. But it definitely should not have been something that ends the actual album off, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? But who am I? I'm just a guy on YouTube just with a camera talking for no apparent fucking reason, bro. Just because I just like to do it. But yeah, you do you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We're going to go ahead and get into my final thoughts on the actual album off of listening to these tracks. You know what I'm saying? That was Won't He Do It, Conway the Machine. Runtime around 49 minutes with 14 tracks on this joint. I would say that I like the very first half of the album a little bit more than the second half. There are some select songs in the second half that I'm feeling a lot more than the first, so it's kind of like a mixed bag in my personal opinion. We actually checked out Quarters and Brucifix before on the music video that we watched with Quarters because it had both songs that were in there. Thought we were actually gonna get a Hall & Nash type thing with Westside Gunn and Conway from Brucifix, but we ended up getting this album. Stab Out definitely is one of the standout tracks for me, especially with Conway and Ransom getting on one track. When you put Conway and Ransom on a track, it's gonna be dope, but Ransom, of course, is always gonna take over with those crazy nonchalant bars that he has. A lot of double entendre and syllable work chopped up throughout his actual bars, which is a really big standout for him. And just the metaphors and similes, the wordplay that Ransom has, of course, he's a really big standout on those tracks. Then you get into tracks like, I don't know, Water to Wine, where I really don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like Wasted Potential with Dave East. Dave East could have been on a different track and on here spitting some crazy bars. Brooklyn Chop House, I really like that track that's on there as well. Could have did without the Fabulous feature. He was talking some cool wordplay on his stuff, but it wasn't anything outlandish whatsoever. Same thing with Benny the Butcher, but you know, it was cool to actually have them get together once again on a Conway album. Conway definitely came through with, you know, a lot more charisma on that song. I think just because, you know, he was on a track with Benny. But other than that, man, there aren't too many like crazy standouts, man. Brick Fair was cool, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything crazy outlandish, but it kind of took it back to traditional Conway on those, you know, spookier, darker beats. But I feel like he takes like a lot more risk with this album itself, you know what I'm saying? On tracks like Kanye, where he's getting more in his, you know, gospel bag, kind of taking a little bit more risk going away from his traditional sound and you know, what his traditional subject matter is always about. You know, talking about conversations with Kanye. But of course, we're always going to get that talk from Conway on these type of albums, you know, people hating on him, how he's getting through life, wanted to create generational wealth for him and his family, talking about things that he had to struggle with being, you know, shot in the head. Nothing crazy different about this album itself, you know what I'm saying? I would have to say my favorite tracks on here are between The Chosen and Stab Out. The Chosen, I really like that dynamic that Conway had in between Jay Skis, the back and forth that they were doing on there, and, you know, picking up on each other's bars that they had. And I kind of like that theme of, you know, steppers and the band type sound that he had on here, because it kind of puts you in that place to where you're at a college in a band or whatever while he's rapping over, you know, pretty much the instrumentals that the band's providing for him and shit like that. That's kind of what the vibe that it actually gave to me, you know what I'm saying? And of course, we already talked about Stab Out. So overall, this album is kind of a mixed bag for me, you know what I'm saying? There are some cool songs on here. There are also some songs on here where I could literally just do without, but it kind of just reminds me of another La Machina, you know what I'm saying? But for La Machina, I think that was a stronger album just because the subject matter and what he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? It really sounded more like a very triumphant album. So since this is number 2, it's kind of like, well, where do we go from here at this point? Or where are you going to talk about on here that you didn't talk about on La Machina, the places that you had to go and the places that you were at, you know what I'm saying? So Super Bowl, you can throw that joint in the trash too with Fly Guy Jr., Kobe. Now this is no hate, no shade, no nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just being real, being transparent. But overall, that was Conway the Machine with Won't He Do It. What did you guys think about it, man? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys like how I'm actually breaking down these songs and going song by song? Or would y'all much rather me actually sit here and go through the entire album all at one time? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section down below, man. I'll catch you on the next video. Like and subscribe. Peace. I'm out of here.